Welcome back. Nice to see you here. And today we're going to talk about how to convince people to buy in retail, how to convince people to buy your product in retail. It's going to be a very powerful video. You're going to love this, especially if you're selling from a store, if you're selling a product, if you're selling your own product, another product. This is going to be very important for you. And what we're going to talk about, first of all, we're going to talk about body language. We're going to talk about your body language, your toning, on how to be able to have that posture and how to tone your voice so you can sell more. We're going to talk about selling yourself, how to build rapport, because it's very important. A lot of people will tell you to sell yourself. You got to sell yourself. You always sell yourself. But how do you sell yourself? We're going to talk about that. We're also going to be talking about questions, how to do some selling questions to guide your client, to guide your prospect in buying your product so you can have more sales, to increase your sales. We're going to talk about closing, how to close sales without being pushy. We're going to be talking about how to present your product, actually show your product in a way that will increase your sales, will increase your closing percentage, which is also very important. And of course, we're going to talk about upsell techniques, and I'm going to give you an upsell technique that's very powerful at the end of this video, or even before that actually. I'm going to show you how you can upsell your product and while your customer is actually browsing in the store. So you're going to have a ready upsell made to be able to at least sell something before they go away, and it's a very ethical approach. You're going to love it. And of course, we're going to talk about objection handling, how to answer or how to react to certain objections the client may have. I need to talk to my wife. I need to think about it. I'll be back later. All those objections. And of course, I'll be answering your questions if you have any in the live chat. If you're watching this right now in the live chat, let me know if the sound and the visuals are up to par, if you can see me okay, if you can hear me okay. Let me drink some coffee. What are you drinking, by the way? I'm drinking some black coffee. What are you drinking? Comment down below if you're watching this on the replay or in the chat if you're watching it right now. I'm gonna love that coffee, man. Black coffee. I was drinking it medium, and sometimes with milk. I used to drink it black. Now I'm back to black. Back to black. That sounds like a rap name, because I'm actually taking care of my health again and all that. Anyway. If it's your first time here, my name is Paul. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a sales expert and marketing expert and author. I have written multiple books. I've written Success IAO, The Closers Part 3 with Ben Gay III, the living legend Ben Gay III, How to Sell a Pen Really, and some other books. And you can check all those down in the description down below. Plus, there's a free book for you later on after the show. If you go down to successiao.com, you can get a free book. You're going to love this book, by the way. It's really going to help you out. And yeah, this channel is all about entrepreneurship, success mindset, and sales training videos just like this one live. I'm trying to go live for two reasons. First of all, to answer any of your questions live. I'm tired of all these channels going out there and just copying each other's videos. And they're just copy-pasting videos, but you can't really interact. You can't really talk to them or call them out and ask them questions. This way, by going live, you'll be able to, ask me questions and stuff like that. It does appear that there is an error here on this live stream. I'm not sure if you can see me or hear me okay. I do have like a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds. Okay, so I'm getting this about 4 seconds late. I don't know why. I have a 200 gigahertz line here. But anyway, doesn't really matter. We'll see what we can do. Hopefully this will fix itself. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. It says more info. Please frequent. Okay. So I don't know how to fix that, so hopefully you guys can still hear me. Comment if you can see me. Write me in the chat if you can hear me or see me okay. I'd really like to know this. It's really important to me. Do it now, please. And we can jump into the video pretty fast. So as I was saying, these are live shows. The first reason is I'm tired of all these copy videos everyone's doing. I'd like to interact with you. I'd like to be able to answer your questions. And also another thing is time. I've been doing a lot of things lately. I'm doing a lot of things simultaneously, and this saves me time for editing and stuff like that because my editor is working elsewhere. So let me just look at the chat. Let's see what's going on here. I see Identity Block saying we're live, Paul. Sound and stream looks okay. Perfect. Hopefully it'll get better, man. I've invested a lot of money in this live setup, by the way. All right, so let's jump right in. So recently a friend of mine started working in retail sales, so she started working in a store, and apparently they were selling different stuff, but she wasn't trained. There was no training involved. They told her to sell, they just didn't tell her how to sell. And this makes me mad a lot of times. It makes me mad because it's extremely important that somebody will show you how to sell, answer your questions, but most of the time, they don't even know themselves. Let's be honest. Most people don't know how to sell. Most managers don't know how to sell. That's why you go to buy something in a store and you get pissed off because they just don't know how. So let's jump right in, okay? The first thing, everything starts with your body language. Okay, everything starts with your body language. And by the way, subscribe down below so you don't miss videos, live videos like this. I want to go daily. Not sure if I'm going to be doing it weekly, daily for now or what time, but please subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss any of these videos. So as I was saying, body language. And a lot of people confuse body language being about the other person, how to read them, how to persuade them, how to trick their mind. Now, you see, body language, it's not only to read others, it influences us as well. This is extremely important, especially for new salespeople, especially important for people when they first start in a new place, because it's all about building rapport. First impression counts, right? And you have to understand that depending on your body language, your tone, your voice tone will change. But if you're feeling scared, if you're feeling overwhelmed, it will show. Your body language can fix this. Let me give you an example. Let's just say that, act like a scared person real quick. If you're scared, you're usually crunched up like this. You're scared, you're like very tight, right? Now watch my voice. My voice is changing already. Now I also look scared. I look small. This sends a feedback loop into my mind and makes everything amplify. So if you're new in a store and you want to sell, first of all, keep your chest out, right? Like take a deep breath. You need to be able to feel confident and look confident. And if you put your body language in a superiority pose, you will feel more confident, right? And people will see this as well. So first thing to do, have a deep breath, fix your posture, chin upright, your voice will be louder, your voice will project more, and you will look more confident. And this will go to your head. This will go to your mind and make you feel more confident. So you won't feel scared, right? You won't feel that anxiety. It's extremely important, okay? Body language affects us, not just the other person. That said, let's talk about toning real quick. Body language influences you and the way people see and hear you. Let's do an example real quick, okay? Let's just say you want to tell somebody to sit down in a chair, right? And I want you to, if you can do this, it'll be funny. If you can point to the screen right now like I'm doing right now, very strictly say, sit down in that chair. Just do it right now. Humor me, okay? Sit down in that chair. Now, you saw how that is, right? Now I want you to do exactly the same thing with your palm up. Now put your palm up and order the other person to sit down in that chair. Sit down in that chair. Automatically you will see your voice changes. It's higher pitched, it's more funny. Sit down in that chair. Even if you try to be strict, you can't. You can't be strict. So the body language, first of all, affects us, ourselves. This makes us feel better. It also corresponds to our toning, and also, of course, you don't want to be pointing to people like, over there, let's go over there. You want to say, let's go over there. Remember, present. Present to them, never order. We'll talk about that later, though. So body language is extremely important. The second thing you need to do is smile. People always tell you to smile. The problem is, they never tell you how to smile. And this is extremely important because if you don't know how to smile, you look fake and you will feel stupid. You will. I mean, how many times have you gone in a picture and you try to smile like, and you just, and you look back at those pictures and you look like an idiot, right? This is because you don't know how to smile. Now, here's how you smile. We're going to do everything in this live video, right? I'm going to give you everything. What you want to do is you want to flex your cheekbones up here. You want to smile by flexing these cheekbones up here so it will pull your face up. That will give you a natural smile. And the cool thing about that natural smile is it's going to make you feel happier and feel more confident as well. Because as I said, body language affects other people. We can read other people, but it also affects us. So make sure you get that smile going because that also builds rapport. The next thing is your palms. As I said, you want to have them faced up to regulate your toning, but also having palms up is a sign of honesty. Have you ever seen a policeman stop someone over and they're like, I didn't do it, I promise, I didn't do it. And this is like the natural body language, right? That's what you want to be doing. By the way, my seat keeps on falling down. I'm not sure if it's my seat that's the problem or if I'm getting a bit too heavy. Maybe I need to, do that diet a little bit more. Maybe the coffee with no sugar and milk is not enough to lose weight. I'm not sure. We'll see. So that's extremely important. When you're showing people products, you want to have palms up. When you're talking to people, you want to have palms up. Do you agree? Do you understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense? If that makes sense? Yes. Oh my God, I'm babbling. Makes sense. Okay, let's go on. So that's basically the basics with your body language when you greet somebody to the store. Now, another thing people don't do, they tell you to build rapport and they don't tell you how. And the most simple way to build rapport with a customer after you smile and after to do all these body language things is to ask questions. See, most salespeople say, hey, how are you? How are you doing today? No one really cares to tell you how they're doing. They're just being polite. What you want to do is you want to greet them. You want to introduce yourself with your name. Now, the reason you want to introduce yourself is because, first of all, they know your name. People don't like being rude and disappoint people they know. And this shows that they know your name. So it's kind of, it just brings you closer to them. But also, you might actually look like somebody that reminds them of somebody, and that name could be the same as their niece, their beloved son, their daughter, whatever, and you can make a connection. That's the way to build rapport. And this is all subliminal, right? This is subconscious. So you want to introduce yourself. So you want to say, hey, how are you? My name is Paul. How can I help you today? Now, with a how I can help you today, first of all, you're implanting that you're going to help them, obviously. But second of all, you're also asking them, how can I help you today? This today is a very powerful word, and you'll see why in a little bit. So as they're talking to you, they might say, oh, today I want to buy this, or I just want to browse, I just want to look around. And most people don't know how to handle this. Some managers say, oh no, you have to insist and show them everything, which is what happened with my friend, which is complete stupidity. And the other thing they might say is they might actually want something or whatever. So let's say if they're browsing. Now you want to help them. Now they want to browse, but you have to understand, you don't know what they want, but they don't know what they want either. And even if they did, they don't know where it is. So there's a half-truth there. What you want to do is ask something along the lines of, okay, what are you looking for? And this is where an alternative close comes in. Are you looking for something for yourself or something as a gift? The reason you're asking this, okay, first of all, is to help them so you can ask the next question after this. But the reason you're asking him this is so that they're saying, if they say they're buying something for themselves or for somebody else, they are admitting, or to themselves, they're saying that they're buying something today, which you said earlier on. Okay, does that make sense? So they're already inside them, they're saying, I'm going to buy something today, either for myself or for somebody else. So if they say something for themselves, you can now ask them questions about what they like and what they're looking for. If it's for somebody else, it might be more of a budget thing, whatever. This is all information you can use to help them later on and also guide them and sell to them. Does that make sense? So you want to ask them that. So you have to introduce yourself and you have to ask them, is it for yourself or for somebody else, right? And then you can show them around, you can guide them and show them around in the store. Now, it also, let's say they just want to browse. They just want to look around. I'm not buying anything, they're just looking around. This is where I would implement an upsell. Okay, that is very important. No one's going to teach you this. No one tells you this. Trust me. They're going to start saying this after they watch this video. What you want to do is say something along the lines of, okay, please go ahead. Make sure you see me later on. I'm going to show you something. You're going to love it. I'm pretty sure you're going to love it. Okay? I'm going to show you something. You watch and see. Just create that mystery. They might think it's crap. They might think you're bullshitting, but a curiosity will spark, and they're gonna want to see what you're gonna show them. That's if they were gonna buy something anyway. But they want to see what you're gonna show them. And the reason you're doing this is not just so you can get them back if they're about to walk out without buying anything, but so you can upsell them later on. And I'm gonna show you how to do that later on in this video. Let me drink some coffee. 1 second. We need coffee. We can't do this without coffee. I'm a coffee addict. I literally wake up in the morning and I drink coffee before I drink coffee. All right. Something I wanted to tell you before is when you're building rapport, because I told you before you need to build rapport, you're selling yourself. Another way to do this, when they say, I just want to look around or whatever, you want to ask them something along the lines like, where are you from? Hey, by the way, where are you from? And if you can put this with a compliment, if you have the way to do it, like, you're very beautiful, where are you from? And I'm not talking about opposite sex here. If you're a girl and there's a girl, you can say, oh my God, you're so beautiful, where are you from? Now, I'm not telling you lie. If she looks like a upside down hippo that farted on her face, don't say this, because she might actually think that you're making fun of her or get that impression. So be very careful with that. But what I am saying is compliments work, especially something like, oh, I love your shoes. If you're a girl and you're talking to another girl, I love your shoes, right? This shows that you agree with their taste, and they will more easily buy from you if they believe you have the same taste. By the way, where are they from? They might be from Spain. Oh, I love Spain. You know, my favorite song is Despacito, whatever that song is that's on the radio, right? And while you're talking to them, you want to try and find a connection, something you guys share. This might be from the guy wearing basketball shoes and being tall. You could say something, oh my God, love your Nikes, man. Yo, you play basketball? I play basketball. Love that. Oh, I played in junior, whatever. Build that connection. It's extremely important. See, telling is not selling, right? So far, I haven't even told you about showing a product and getting into the product, because it's not that important. What is important is the way you look, the way you feel, the way they see you, the way they feel about you. You want to build that rapport, right? They buy you. That's selling yourself. Okay, so let's move on. Let's talk about presenting your product, presenting something that you are selling. And by the way, feel free to ask any questions you want. Here's what happens. Most people sell the features. They sell what a product has, okay? Sales closers sell the benefits. You've probably heard this before. They sell the fact that what it can do for you, what the benefits are. Master closers sell you the picture, the vision. Let me explain. A salesperson will sell you a bicycle that has 18 gears, special brakes, I don't know, one of those seats that don't like rape you, that you feel, or, they're comfortable, sorry. Something like that, right? Sales closers sell you the benefits of having those 18 gears so you can go uphill easier. The seat doesn't rape you, so you don't walk funny on a date. They sell you the features. Master closers will sell you the picture. Imagine being able to cycle uphill at ease without breaking a sweat. Going uphill or riding your bike with your girlfriend on the countryside, smelling that clean air, there's a story. And it makes you vision that. Okay? That is the most effective sales in the world, making you picture it. When you're selling cable TV or satellite TV, depending which country you're in, and you're selling TV shows that don't exist on normal TV, like, I don't know, the soccer games or whatever, You're not selling the soccer game. You're not even selling the score. You're selling being able to be with your friends and enjoying the soccer game while you're drinking beer and having fun. You're not selling documentaries or movies on TV. You're selling that magic moment when the kids are asleep, right? And you're sitting in the living room with your wife and you put your arm around her and you have some alone time, which was, you can't remember the last time, and you have that romantic moment. Does that make sense? You're not selling cartoons. The kids watching cartoons. You're selling the smile on the faces of your kids when you watch them watching the cartoon. Does that make sense? So you don't sell the features. You don't even sell the benefits. If you really want to sell, you want to sell the picture. Imagine using this cream and your skin feeling so good and shiny and blah, 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 and the health benefits and so forth, right? That's what you're selling. It's extremely important. Not many people understand that. And of course, palms up while you're saying this. And when you present the product, let them touch it. Let them see the product, right? If you're selling a bottle of water, you present it to them. They take it, they touch it, they feel it. It's theirs for just a second while you're saying this story. Then you take it away from them. And then you try the resale. It all connects, guys. Sales is not telling. Telling is not selling. Identity Block says, that's deep visualization. Yes, exactly. Visualization. Make them visualize the product. Make them feel, make them taste it, right? Make them taste the product. By the way, there are 8 factors, 8 ways to sell some. Well, there's actually 32 cognitive biases and 32 survival things people want to buy. This is our primitive sides, our back in prehistoric times were programmed with these. Most people try to sell on price. Most people try and sell on these. But the truth is, there are survival cognitive biases that people cannot escape. And if you put those into the picture, you can sell anything to anybody, anytime. They're very powerful. They're used by big ad agencies like Coca-Cola and so forth. And they're not really talked about. I have a video on this. I'm going to have it linked down in the description below. I think it's like 8 factors of sales or 8 cognitive biases or something like that. Or you check out the description below after you watch this video. It's going to really help you to bring everything together. Okay? And after you watch this video and that video, come back and comment down below if this is working for you. I would love to know. If it doesn't work for you, call me out. Come on my channel and say, Paul, you're full of shit. I tried this and it didn't work. We'll talk about it. I'll see if I can make it work for you, right? Talk about it. I want you to call me out, right? Now, let's talk a little bit about objections. Let me drink some coffee, and we'll talk about objections. Objections are what people use as excuses to leave, to not buy, to go away. Okay? Okay. Somebody came into the store and said to you, you see they want to buy something, and suddenly they say something like, I got to ask my wife, I got to think about it, I want to look around and come back. Usually people don't come back, okay? So you want to sell them there and then, or at least give them something so you make sure they come back to raise that percentage, even though it's very hard, okay? And the first thing is, somebody could say something like, I want to ask my wife. You have to understand that this is their excuse. This is not a reality. Their wife isn't even there. Okay? When was the last time you had to ask your wife to buy some shaving foam? Okay, or something like that. So now you have two choices. The first thing is, you can say, okay, is this for your wife? Now, this goes back to the question in the beginning of the video, if it's something for you or for something for somebody else as a gift. Because now you can say, okay, wouldn't it be better to be a surprise? Don't you want to surprise your wife? You want to ask her? You can ask her if you want, but don't you want to surprise your wife? Another thing you have to understand is if they say want to ask their wife and it's something for them, and this is an aggressive close right now, you might not want to use this, but you could say something along the lines of, okay, What if she says no? Now the client can only say two things. Either they will say something along the lines of, Paul, if I really want something, my wife would never say no. She'd let me have it, in which case you then ask them, you then sell them the product. Or they will say, well, if my wife says no, it's a no, I can't buy it. So then you ask them, okay, I understand. What do you think your wife will say no to? Is it the price or is it the product? See, now you're conditioning them to give you why they're not buying it. Is it the price or is it the product? If it's the product, they might have a question about it. It might be your presentation. So you can actually fix this for them. You can explain. You can work with that. If it's the price, and you know it's the price, you can say, okay, is it and you can work the price. But you need to know what it is that's making them say no, making them say, I want to ask my wife, because obviously they walked in on their own. Now, another thing they might say is, I want to think about it. Okay, do you want to think about the product or the price? Try and get to the product or the price. Try and make it about the price, because that's what you can work with. The product, it might be a few questions, and they're using this excuse because they need a better understanding. Does that make sense? If it's going to work for them, or you didn't make them picture it as well as you should have. Okay. And another objection might be, okay, I'll be back. I'm going to look around, I'll be back. Most people don't come back. So what you can say is something along the lines of, okay, when you come back, as you're looking around, I'm going to talk to my manager and see if I can do something better for you. I can't promise anything, but I'm going to try and do something really cool. So make sure you come back. This is if they wanted to look around the mall or something. Okay, this will stick in their head. That might give you a chance of them coming back. So this is all closing. This is sales. This is an introduction on how to actually sell a product. And most people don't tell you this. There's a lot more we can go into. There's so much more we can go into. But I wanted to keep this video short. I just wanted to do an introduction about it and talk to you a little bit and show you that telling is not selling, and tell you all these things. I'm going to do a dedicated video in the following weeks about this, and I really, really hope it helps you out. So comment down below if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification button so you don't miss any more of these videos, and I will see you in the next video. I'm Paul Democritou, and until next time, keep succeeding. Why did I just stop with a pause? I stopped with a pause because I'm used to making videos, edited videos, and at the end I always pause so I can do the cut. Whatever. See you next time. Keep succeeding. Bye-bye.